Firstly, you're looking super duper hot right now. Okay, I want to tell you something that the reason
I am married. I'm telling you right now. Yes.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
So, have you ever been tempted?
Well, yes, of course I have. My God, you really are asking me all this. I thought we'd talk about the book. Okay. This is something even my wife has asked me, and you do get tempted. And as a writer, you know, yes, you do get tempted, and it is to the point that I avoid situations like that. Okay. But at the same time, I'm very clear in my head, and I'm not just saying it for effect, that there is no woman in this world that I will leave my wife and kids for. So even though she's propositioning me or anything, my family is very important to me. And these kind of temptations, they do come, and it's difficult. Especially I come from a very deprived place like the IIT, where you don't see girls at all for months. And now all of a sudden you have all these girls coming, and I'm like, where were you 20 years back?
So does that mean that you're still as in love with your wife, or that love has changed over the years? And like you're saying, where were you, beautiful Raveena?
I'm being very practical. I mean, see, the love is there. I think in some ways it has grown a lot. In some ways I don't want any harm to come to her ever. I don't want to hurt her ever. She has seen me when I was a nobody. She's seen my struggle. Such people are very valuable to me now, you know, because almost anybody who meets me now is colored by this, that I'm meeting a guy who's a famous writer, whereas Anusha meets me like he's the guy who was jo mere piche pada tha, like college mein, and he wouldn't let go, you know, or he's the guy who used to roam around in pajamas in the campus, because she will never forget that. So for me, that is very valuable. That love has grown a lot. But of course, you know, this propositioning and all is not something I take seriously. It is a benchmark that I'm doing a good job. What they are in love with is not me. They don't know me. They are in love with two things. They're in love with the characters of the book. They're in love with Krish. They're in love with maybe Gopal in this book, because that character is just so, he's so witty, and he knows what to say when.
Okay, I'm going to cut you there and see whether the audience actually agrees with this, whether they're in love with the characters or in love with you. So I'm opening it up. Who has a question?
You were an alma mater of IIM Ahmedabad. Then you got into an investment banking job. Then how difficult was it for you to quit that job and being into a full-time writer?
It was very difficult. Like I said, if you come from a middle class background, it's very difficult, because in the bank I was very senior. I was a director at and you could get a BMW, and you're going to New York every month, and you know, all my batchmates are in those similar jobs, and they're all upgrading and doing things like that. And here am I, who's thinking I should leave all this and trust my readers, trust young people that they will keep on reading me. And it's not just me. It took a long time for my family to come to terms with it, you know. And finally they did, and I'm very happy I did. You know, today I'm even financially it's better than the bank actually. So, but it took me 2 years to come to that decision, and that's why I wrote so many books while still at the bank in the middle of memos.
Thank you so much.
Next.
As you said, yet still you are a bit of underconfident. So how could you give such a marvelous speech at the Symbiosis Spark?
You know, I'll tell you, the Sparks was one of my first speech, and he's talking about a speech I gave there, which began my speech writing career. Really, it kind of became viral. When an opportunity to give a speech came, I really thought, let me, you know, work extra hard on it. Let me focus on this thing I'm scared of, and that's where the Spark speech was born. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to try and make this as a profession, because I'm so scared of it. I'm going to try and counter it. And today, you know, I gave more than 80-90 a year professionally actually. So it's something, you know, sometimes you have a certain weakness. You have to say that I'm going to make it my strength, which is when you'll put the energy in it, which is when you'll put the effort in it.
So facing your fears. We're going to come back after this short break and talk to Chetan Bhagat about motivational speaking.